Good morning, and what's up, guys? This is KenFX. So I'm making this video on Saturday. I do make my video every Saturday, so that I'll be able to collect every possible data that maybe I'll be able to collect within the week. From Monday to Friday. You understand, stuff like that. So this is the trade that I took last week. This is the trade, and it ended up being a negative minus to my account. So I'm going to clear this chart and show you guys maybe reasons why I took this trade. Like I always do. So let me clear the chart. Remove our drawing. So guys, you guys remember now after the dunk, market tapping into my weekly, that weekly demand zone that I marked. Let me mark it out again. This other block here. Other block. So after market tapped in, I believed to myself, like I thought to myself, maybe it's time for the market to go back up. So I was looking for a possible way to buy. So on the Monday, market created this shifting structure here. As you can see, market pulled up, came back, give us a shifting structure. This is a market structure shift here. MSS. So after the shift instructions, if you look closely, you can see there's another block here, this other block, because this is the other block that triggered this market structure shift here. So I marked out this other block, this one here, this other block here. And if you look closely, if you zoom in a little bit, you can see the other block has a fair value gap next to it. Let me mark it out. This fair value gap here, you can see it's a very tiny, tiny fair value gap. But then if I should go down to the 45 minutes, you see it's actually kind of bigger in the 45 minutes, just like as you can see here. But then I used the 1 hour with the 1 hour for this trade. So next to the fair value gap is our inducement. You can either use this one as a single candle inducement, or probably this one here, but this one I used to do this one, present it with euro sign, is a liquidity. So when market finally came down on Saturday, you understand, I took a buy from here, aiming for 1:5. My stop loss just a little bit below my other block, to accommodate spread or maybe any pullback. Stop loss was somewhere here, and I went for 1:5. Somewhere there, targeting to clear this liquidity. This liquidity was my main target. You understand? And as you can see, markets did otherwise. Went straight to my stop loss, which is no big deal. I used to the lifestyle. You understand? Like my mentor will always say, to be any kind of winner, you have to lose. So I took this loss. We didn't panic, and I was waiting for this sell also. So after market take my stop loss here, so I marked out this. This is a break of structure here. So I was expecting a sell. How was I expecting it? I was expecting a sell from this breaker block here, to be honest. This breaker block here. So I was expecting maybe market to finally come up, clearing this liquidity, but there's a liquidity here. There's a liquidity here. So I was expecting a sell from here within the week, and market did not, came to trigger it. I was expecting I was going to sell from here. My stop loss somewhere there, aiming for 1:5. Market did not come to trigger it. I don't really know what BTC is up to, for the past maybe 2 weeks now. I don't really know what BTC is up to, but then it's cool, they keep pushing no matter what. Keep pushing, keep coming back every day. Repetition gives you what? Gives you like very good results. There's one thing they say about practice. They say something like practice makes perfect, but then honestly, practice don't only make you perfect. It gives you a hobby. You understand? To some extent, it gives you a career. You understand? So we keep practicing, no matter what, no matter the difficulty, the situation. You still come every day. We repeat, we practice, just like that. A new life starts to emerge. You understand? Start to emerge. Some kind of more understanding into the craft maybe you are doing. Like, one thing I believe is that it's just get started. From that point which you've like gotten started, it keeps getting better no matter what. Even though the result might be negative, for the first few months or few years, but if you can maybe take down, maybe like study like actually what you're doing, you know that it's always like it only gets better from your starting point. Trust me. Be it anything that you're doing, like the most important thing is for you, just get started. You understand? Neglect maybe all the should I say the results you are seeing, you know, for that first start. Like just ignore them. Not neglect, sorry. Ignore them. Don't neglect them, but just ignore them. Ignore those few setbacks, those stops. Just trust me. Trust the process. It only gets better. You understand? Like me now. In the sense I'm not making any money, you know, not like it seems like I'm not improving. You understand? But I've known to myself that it's only getting better. You understand? Because now I'm more patient. You understand? I'm more patient. I know what I want in the market. I come to the market every day. If I don't see what I want, I'll go to go do any other thing if I have to. Play games, watch film. You understand? I come the next day. If I see what I want, fine and good. I put my my sell order or buy order or anything. I go. So now I'm more patient, unlike before. You understand? I'm more patient. I have more understanding. Knowing what I want from the market. So trust me, it only gets better. You understand? So the most important thing is for you to just get started and be consistent. You understand? Because one thing they say about practice is consistency. You understand? If you are practicing and you're consistent with it, trust me, it will not only make you perfect, it gives you talent. You understand? It gives you hobby and it gives you a career. That is it about practice. You understand? So no matter the difficulty I'm facing in this market, trust me, I'll still come back every single day, the same thing, do my top-down analysis, the same thing, just like that. I keep pushing. You understand? Because the certainty, the certain thing about this thing is that there's no roadmap. Honestly, trust me, I don't know where I'll end up tomorrow, maybe with this my forex career. I don't really know. If I'm going to end up being a profitable trader, I don't know. If I'm going to end up being a losing trader, I don't really know. Do you understand? But then, one thing is certain. Trust me, it only gets better. I swear to God. In the sense, maybe come here, blow your account, lose money. Trust me, it only gets better. Because if you blow your account, you went back, you do your research. Okay, adjust, some certain things, some key things that caused the previous loss. You understand? You come back to the chart the next day, look at those mistakes and try not to repeat it. You understand? Trust me, you're improving. And in that case, it's just getting better. You understand? Just like last week, like I'll show you in the chat here. Last week I took one trade which was a win. You understand? Because I do after this video now, I do normally do my videos on Saturday. In as much I want to be making videos consistently, probably every two days or every single day if possible. But I don't really know what to be making in the video because my content is all about trading. My trading career, my trading journey. If I don't see any trade if I don't take any trade, I don't see any trade to take within the week, there's no point of me making the video because what am I going to be to be telling you guys I'm making the video because I did not take a trade? It won't be making sense. So in as much as I want to be to be making video consistently, maybe every single day, every 2 days, but I don't have what to make the content about. You understand? Though I've written down something which I'm going to share with you guys in a bit. So during my last Saturday, how do I even go? Is it rehearsal or just like I do go back to my to the weekly data. Like after that week, like this week now that I've passed them. Like after I made this video today now, I would like to go back from Monday of this week to today, that is Saturday. Check the datas, maybe the things I'm supposed to see that I did not see, stuff like that. I do it every single day. So within last week, I took this was the trade that I took last week that gave us that way. This buy here. Okay, wait, let me go to the other BTC. I think it stayed there. This one. Okay, yes. So this was that buy that I took. You understand? That gave us that win for last week. Now, during my my study, last week's study, I found out that this was not like the only buy I was supposed to take. You understand? This was not the only buy that I was supposed to take, because my strategy says come in the morning on your 1 hour time frame, look for the most recent break of structure. Most recent break of structure, order block, inducement, take a trade. That is my strategy for BTC USD. You understand? So that last week here, before this I would have taken this, before this trade I would have taken maybe like 2 or maybe 1 or 2 other trades, which I'm going to show you here now. So let's look now. This was the most recent break of structure here. Before this break of structure was this one. This is the break of structure here. And I didn't paid attention, to the chart, I would have known this is the break of structure here. And as you can see, the origin that caused this break of structure, this other block here. This other block, and does this other block has a fair value gap? It has a very big fair value gap. As you can see, very big fair value gap here. Very big fair value gap, and single candlestick inducement. This one here. This is the liquidity. This black candlestick here. This black candlestick here will serve as liquidity. That is how it works. So I found out that I would have taken this buy, this very buy here. Just stop loss, just somewhere here. As you can see, this one even gave me 1:5 or even more than. You understand? And okay, well, I'll say, okay, what about this one here? This is a break of structure here. Quite alright. But then, where is the origin that causes break of structure? The last printed candlestick, which is meant to be this one, because this is the last candlestick before this break. And as you can see, there's no other block here, there's no fair value gap. So making this plate is not a valid order block. Now this plate, because this plate did not trigger this break. Now this plate did not trigger this break here. In as much as maybe you can see there's another block here, it has a fair value gap, but does it trigger this break? No, it doesn't. It didn't. Does this down one here, does it trigger this break? No, it didn't. You understand? So that is the benefit of what, going back to your weekly data, to reanalyze, see the things maybe you did not see. You understand? So I would have taken this buy, so which would have given me probably like 2-3 wins, because even this sell, I explained in my previous video, I would have gotten this sell if I have done, my proper, I don't know how to put it, proper top-down analysis. I would have gotten this sell also, this sell on BTC, which is still paining me even till today. Do you understand that I didn't take this sell? But then it's nothing, like I can't do anything about it. It's gone, it's gone, just like that. What's law? Do you understand? So you have to do some go back. You have to sometimes after you are done for the week, take out a day, whether Saturday or Sunday, go back to your weekly data, the previous week, the week that I just finished, go back there, restudy the charts, where you made some errors, you understand. Even if you take any trade is a win, fine and good. If it's a loss, try go back there, why, like the cause of that loss. Okay, why did I take this loss in? Okay, what did I have to do to avoid some certain scenario from reoccurring next time? You understand? So, and trust me, if you do this, keep doing this, trust me, it only gets better. It only gets better. That is it. It only gets better. Because sometimes you find out like any week you losing week like this, you feel like there's no need to go back to the store, to go back to your chart, to look at that previous week data, because it will get you aggregated when you see that losing trade. You understand? But the certain thing here is that you don't learn anything from winning. Trust me, you learn nothing. You understand? From winning trades. The lessons in this chart is from your losing trade. You understand? The lesson from losing trade. And why do I say so? Like, you tend to find out, like, if you lose a trade, like me, I don't know if it happens to anybody, you feel like, I did everything I'm supposed to do, there's no need for me going back to the chart. That was my previous, not like recently, my previous mentality. Whenever I win, I feel like there's no need, I did my best and I came out with a positive result. You understand? But whenever I take any loss, I feel like to know, like, why did I take this loss? Because the thing here is that the market is not wrong. You understand? The market is never wrong. It's you, the trader, that's wrong. So in a situation whereby it's only one-sided blame, you can't blame the market, you only blame on yourself. So trust me, you have to work hard on yourself, to know what is the cause. Since the market is not wrong, you are the one that is wrong. You understand? So meaning it's either something you failed to do or something you didn't do right that might cause to the result, to the negative result. So that's why it's very, very important to go back to your weekly previous data. You understand? Restudy whether it's a win or a losing trade. Try to restudy the charts. Do you understand? And trust me, it only gets better if only you can, do stuff like this. So, and even I did not study that last week, how would I have known that maybe I would have gotten this buy? And trust me now, in my notes I've just this down. You understand? Anytime I want to trade in the morning, I went and recite my my rules or the confidence that I need to see before I take a trade. You understand? The most current break of structure, does it have a liquidity, a fair value gap, and a valid order block? But I did that, you understand, earlier that last week, I would have gotten this buy and also taken this one, which is double win for me. You understand? So you only learn from lows or a mixed entry trade. You understand? So, and that is it for this one. That is it. So that is basically it for this. So, and I have another thing here. For the past 6, 7, 8 months, I've been trading just BTC USD. You understand? So I thought to myself, let me find some other pair to look at, to be looking at. You understand? So I did my research within the week and I came up with USD CHF. So I've done a lot of back testing on it. So you can see even this trade here, I took it, this is a fall test. Do you understand? I actually did this analysis and placed my buy and sell stuff before I even played out this last two here. So I'm back texting this pair. So I'll back testing maybe a period of 2-3 months, maybe November, December, probably January. Maybe you can put money behind it if I have any money. any spare money, because I don't like maybe using one account to trade multiple pairs. I don't really like it. So if this account is for BTC, it be strictly for BTC. So if by any chance I'm able to, like the result I'm seeing in this USD CHF is actually a good result, I'm going to deposit it on money different when I have the money, because you don't have any money now. You understand? But then I'm back testing it. I've back tested it, so I'm going to be for testing it from next week. I've already done this week on, you understand? You can see I've even have some other missed entries like this one and this one here, but then I'm still for testing it. You understand? So I'm going to for test it, like I said, for 2-3 months. If I have any money, then I can put behind it, guys. If the result I'm seeing there is actually a good and a nice result, but from the back testing, it's a good result though. But we can't really tell, because I did this one with benefit of hindsight. You understand? Okay, with the benefit of I've already known what the market played out, so I'll be like, I would have taken a step from here, but then it's not really anything. So is it for testing now that will show if I'll be able to see these opportunities before it plays out. You understand? So that is it for this week. So guys, please guys, you guys should subscribe. My previous video I have over 300 plus views, 0 subscription. It's okay, it's not 0, there's only about 3 people that subscribe from the video. Just subscribe. Subscription is free of charge. Just click the subscription button. It's free of charge. It won't cost you anything. It won't even change your name. It won't remove you from human to animal. It's free of charge. Just click the subscription, please guys. That's the only way you can really support me, by just clicking the subscription button and coming out to see my journey. I'm growing, I'm developing. Do you understand? So this is the P&L for the week. So you can see we lost about 9,000 plus here, and almost 20 here. So we'll come back again next week, repeat, do things. And thank you all for watching. I really appreciate. Peace out.